Hey, welcome back to Warhammer Station. I'm Colin. I've got a good one for you today. The Titan info just dropped. Lots of cool stuff in here, and it's more than just the Titan stuff. It's a lot of the data sheets for Forge World. But this video is just going to focus on the Imperial related Titans. There's the Hierophant, there's the Phantom Titans that you see on the screen here. Um, and I want to talk about. I think there's some interesting things to talk about with the Imperial or Chaos focused Titans. But you can see here, there's a lot of stuff. The Astra Militarum has really cool, especially a bunch of tanks and some aircraft and little infantry units, all your Death Korps Krieg stuff. But almost everything, a lot of stuff is legend. The really important part about what's in here is that unlike Warhammer Legends, these forces are all sanctioned for use in official tournament games. So most of it's pretty simple, like for your Imperial Knights or Chaos Knights is the Knights not for Foron or whatever, lots of little stuff. In Tau, you have your Taunar battle suit. You can even take the Manta in a game. I'm not sure how many points it is. You can check on that, but it's not cheap, right? So like I said, I want to focus on the Titans. There is really cool stuff going on. Here's their points values. Notice here, first off, that the Warhound Titan's only 1,100 points. That means in a tournament game, you're going to be able to have, what is that? 900 more points of whatever in your army. And so just to illustrate that, look at this. If you're Imperium or Chaos, you can take these knights, one of these knights in your army, and it not affect anything. Just right fast before we get into it, if you're interested in one of these Titans, you can get them from the Forge World website, and they're mostly out of stock. What's available is the Chaos Warhound Scout Titan. You can get the Turbo Laser Arm and the Infernal Cannon Arm. And, oh, look, you can also get the Mega Bolter and the Plasma Blast Gun for it, too. So that's pretty cool. But all the other stuff is out of stock. Maybe they're adding more stuff in every day. But yeah, the Chaos one's specifically out of stock, but I don't think there's much different with those. But if you're wanting something different than that Chaos body, it's out of stock. I'm sure it'll come back soon. They aren't cheap, but you can put it in your tournament list now. That's kind of crazy. It really is. And so let's just look at this thing right there and why I think that's so crazy. So first of all, this thing's moving 14 inches. It's going to get where it wants to go. It's toughness 13. It's going to be hard to roll against and wound. It's got a 2+ armor save. So if it's standing behind a ruin, it's obscured, it's going to get a +1 to that save, right? 5+ invulnerable save against range attack. So if you're able to hurt it, for the few things it does, it's going to get up to where that 2+ save is even worse. It's going to get an invulnerable save against it. 40 wounds. I want to repeat that. 40 wounds. And then it only degrades at 13 wounds. So you got to really do some damage. Its leadership isn't bad. And whatever objective it's by, it's going to really control it. You got to really contest it. You can't move just a basic little knight over there and contest this thing. Stratagems cost twice as much. So if you're going to tank shock, which I don't know why you do that. Say it attacks these bigger ones you'd want to, but it's going to cost a lot of command points to tank shock. And then you can just advance with this thing however you want. You're going to want to keep this thing shooting, so that's not going to be a thing, I don't think. So let's go through the weapons right fast on this basic Warhound Titan. The Infernal Gun is not a bad choice because look at this. It might be short range, but it's got a lot of shots that just hit automatically. So you're straight up rolling the wound on 3d6, or you're getting 3d6 auto hits and then rolling the wound on strength 7. So it's anti-infantry focused. Got good AP, and whatever fails that save. So like on a Terminator, you're doing 3 damage to a Terminator. It's going to be pretty significant. I mean, and 24-inch range for a flamer is really, really good. The plasma blast gun, these are Titans, so they hit a little harder. They got really long range, lots of shots, good strength, really good AP. And look, this is why you want to take these things. 4 damage a shot. So, I mean, this thing's wrecking vehicles. It's wrecking infantry. It's doing wrecking light vehicles. It's doing lots of good stuff. The Vulcan Mega Bolter, this is where it gets really heavy into that anti-infantry because sustained hits, 20 shots, strength 6, AP -1, 2 damage. So that's your Space Marine killer. That's going to take care of some characters maybe towards the end of the game. Be really good. And then the tip of the top here, the Warhound Turbo Laser Destructor with Blast. So you're getting some extra shots against those bigger units. Look at this. 2d6 damage, -3, strength 20. So you're wounding everything in the game on 3s. Decent shots, long range. This is going to put in some work. And for 1,100 points, it's really going to be worth it, I think. It seems, but it also has the offense, it has the defense. I guess maybe if they're not able to move on the table very well, but then it can see over stuff. It has towering, right? Towering's real controversial right now because it fires with true line of sight. So it's peeking through windows to snipe people with its turbo laser destructor. Yeah, very cool, very cool. The Reaver Titan, again, these things just step up and keep stepping up. Melta Cannon, Volcano Cannon, look at this thing. Strength 24, 14 damage, D3 +1 shots, blast, heavy. So look, you're getting that, hitting on 2s because of the heavy. None of these weapons are bad on this thing. And whereas you might want some more strength out of them or some more AP, they make up with that in the shots. And the Reaver has a close combat weapon here that is going to just destroy whatever it touches. Very cool. And as these Titans get bigger, it costs more command points to affect these things. And that's really, really neat. Because this thing is going to get 12 attacks with its tank shock, but you got to spend 3 command points to do it. So it might be kind of a waste. It's just going to be a call you're going to have to make. Maybe if you're going against that unkillable Primarch or something out there. But this will do it anyway. All they got to do is fail 1 save, and it kills almost anything in the game. So that's not unreasonable, right? Warbringer Nemesis Titan. This is the one with that giant cannon on its back, and that's its gun. Strength 24, 14 damage, just a few shots, blast and heavy. So these things are just really going to put out a lot of firepower. Again, 3 times the CP, increasing armor penetration characteristics for critical wounds. So fun. Moving fast, hard, toughness 14, 80 wounds. Man, it's going to make those Apocalypse games really tough. Your Warlord Titan, 100 wounds, toughness 16, most toughness in the game, 10-inch move. But still, I would almost think these things would have a little bit worse of an armor save, or as much as tough as they are and the punishment they can put out. This Bellicosa Volcano Cannon, that's what everyone wants to take. It has straight 32, 18 damage, -5. That's crazy. 4 times your stratagem costs. And And then, oh, it takes a battle shock test. But still, I mean, this stuff is just so wild. All these different weapons you can take. The power claws do so much damage. It's just wild. It really is. Man, I wish I owned some of these. I'm real tempted to buy a Warhound and take it to a tournament just to see what it was capable of. In past iterations of tournament legal Warhound Titans, you know, I've been to an event where somebody took one. I have seen stuff online where people have taken these Warhound Titans and they're 2,000 points. It's your whole army, and it ends up being very ineffective because it gets like bogged down in close combat, can't move across the table, doesn't have enough firepower to deliver punishment to stuff. So now it's only 1,100 points, and it has a lot more firepower. It has a lot more defensive capability, I think, than it had in the past with, you know, how obscuring works. Yeah, so I really think this is going to be good. I really think we could see one of these on the table. I kind of want to buy one and get it painted up. I'm going to the Lone Star Open here in the Dallas area in a few weeks. I think I'm going to take World Eaters, but it's so tempting to throw one of these in here. You know, on the Imperium side, they can go on any Imperium list, and on the Chaos side, they can go on any Chaos list. So having that Warhound Titan with a bunch of little guys running around seems kind of fun. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. Gosh, what else is there to talk about on this thing? You know, I'm going to do more videos on some of these other aspects. I want to put a lot more videos out on Chaos stuff, on Imperial side. You know, I had to go on a trip and I kind of missed the boat, so on putting some videos out on the different factions and whatnot. But I do want to get that done. You know, this is just a hobby for me. I kind of wanted to evolve into something a little better, which is why I'm doing it. I've got, you know, we're working on making tokens. We're working on making terrain. We're working on making wound dials. So I think these are really fun. I want to grow and enhance the community with all this stuff. You know, I just want to be part of everything. Warhammer 40K is a really good place to be at. I think it has a long ways to go, and I enjoy making these videos. They're fun to make. It's fun to connect with the community. You know, I'll have some links down for Discord and some other things out there, Instagram page. Connect and engage with me on that. I want to set up a Patreon if people are interested in that. But yeah, we've got a lot going on. So thank you for tuning in this video. Maybe leave a subscribe, hit that notification bell, as they say, click the like button. Thanks for enjoying this video with me and engaging down in the comments. It's good to hear from everybody. Thank you for watching.